I don't support any of the things that have happened today. I'm gonna be honest. Like I don't support the things that Ott has done and said. I don't support the statements that someone made. I don't support the statements that Hutch made. I'm gonna be honest. I like all of these people, but in this instance, I don't agree with anyone. This should never have gone to this point for anyone. To be honest, like I really also don't like the fact that there were DMs posted with like from a conversation with me, and like my response was like dictated into Twitter. You know, like come on, that's not true. I actually categorically disagree with some of the things being said, to be honest. Like even the real estate suggestion to say, let's put it this way, each real estate agent makes a commission off a sale, right? Let's be honest. Okay, everyone makes a commission off the sale. So if there's a limited amount of real estate agents, the real estate agents that are there initially are going to make more money. Okay, so the suggestion that Ott gave was, and let me go to Twitter and take a look at this. So I'm looking at this, is instead of hiring a mass of house agents, maybe have it so each main agent can have up to 3 people working under them. If the assistant gets a sale, they split the commission with the main agent. This will make it so we don't have a mass of agents and too many listings out at once. It'll create more RP with the agents' teams. This will keep the number of houses at a reasonable amount. Those assistants cannot list houses, only help sell the ones that are on the market. Also, Kevin said that my idea for the pink cage may happen. I think this would be amazing hub for RP. Listen, that should never have been posted. I take issue with that. Like even dropping like a K on there, that isn't cool. Miss me with that shit, Brazy. Listen, the answer to dealing with drama shouldn't be to make more drama. I apologize. That's not the correct. I don't agree with that. I refuse to agree with that, and you won't get me to agree with it. So miss me with that, please. The reality of the situation is that the problem with this is the fact that if you have 3 more agents under a black, you know, or OTT, sorry, Maximus Black or OTT. The problem is that the issue is that he's made too much money, right? That's the assertion. So how is the solution to give him more people to make him money? With splits. That's not the part I agreed with. I want to be very clear. The thing that I agreed with him is the fact that having real estate agencies and having more realtors where the real estate agents can train or operate under a broker. It wasn't the split that I agreed with. I want that to be clear. That is not what I agreed with. And I really didn't appreciate reading this afternoon, to be honest. Like, honestly, if we shouldn't be having these discussions in the open unless you want to... Listen, I'm all about if someone has an issue with these things, get me on a call. I'm transparent. I will talk about this stuff if it's a real issue. Right? And I will talk to anyone. I have offered to go on many people's streams and to talk about this stuff. The problem is that when everyone's just out there just giving their take on something, it's just streamer reacts to this, streamer reacts to that, and it's not healthy. Here's the reality of the situation. Someone is going to get angry about stuff. That's a big part of Summit's content. Like, I'm sorry. Like, that is part of his content. And if I got insulted Summit got on the server let's look at this practically. He got on the server and he said, I'm going to uninstall GTA. Then he was reinstalling GTA 3 minutes later. 3 hours later, I should say. Listen, I was getting pinged by people today and people were getting upset. And I was like, listen, it is fine. If he has feedback, he's going to give me the feedback. Period. It's not a big deal. Like, he's going to give the feedback. He thinks that the guy having lots of money is bad. That's the opinion that he has. Okay? Is that opinion wrong? Ott does have a lot of money because he did the real estate market and he played it in the way he thought was good. That's the really. I can't excuse massive toxicity with just that summit. No, that's not what I'm doing. But if you want to take that as the statement and be disingenuous and then look at things from a bad faith point of view, then you're more than welcome to do that, because people want to do that all the time. Listen, if that makes content for you and makes you feel better, that's what you can take from the conversation. I'm not defending anything anyone said. If you want to stand here and then criticize me and say that I am condoning bad or toxic content when moments before I just said I didn't agree with what anyone did today, then honestly, you're a joke. And you're not listening. And at that point, why should I take the time to worry about you? Sorry, guys, but like, come on. You can't sit down and take one piece of someone's statement and not the other one. Give me a break. The reality of the situation here is that with the real estate stuff, is he making too much money at this moment for what we want? Yes. Did he play within the rules? Within a degree. Because him buying properties himself is technically against our real estate rules, which I have clarified with Wadot today, right? So me and him are very much on the same page now. Is this unsolvable? No. Is it something that should be solved for all of you to understand? Whatever. Yes, technically he did. But whether or not that rule was clarified, that is another story. So please, don't tell me the own rules of the server which I administrate. So, like, please miss me with that stuff. You are not experts on this. You can't say that you're experts. You obviously don't have an understanding of the rules, and therefore you can't make those determinations. I'm sorry, but that's the reality. And I have to take this hard stance because the toxicity from this is too much. And we are dealing with facts. So, let's recap for the people who want to go and take the negativity out of this, because that's what's popular and fun for you. What I'm recapping is the fact that I don't agree with anyone's statements today, let alone the statements on the economy or with anything else. So miss me with that. Number 2, the other issue that I have here, if Sora is teleported through the map, he will contact an admin, they will get him out. He knows the way to do it. Number 2, you can't take serious Summit crashing out as the end of the world. Period. Those are not the same thing. I don't agree with any of the toxicity. But in the same breath, you also can't take this shit so seriously like it's the end of the world. So, sorry. Now. Oh, but it's toxic and it shouldn't happen again. Okay, did Summit in-game go and say all of this stuff? Answer the question. Come on, we want to have that conversation. Let's do it. Let's deal with it. Listen, this is a fight between the two of them. I'm not getting involved in it. They are big and ugly enough to solve this between themselves. And I'm sure they will. And that's the stance I'm taking. The reality is, Prodigy was made to be different. We were not trying to regulate the things that people are saying on the streams. We're trying to regulate what happens on the server. And I'm sorry, but if you don't like that, this community has never shied away from that stance. That has always been our stance. My stance on letting RatedEpicz play is the fact that he's banned in a lot of different spaces that, to me, shows that we shouldn't unban him. And until that changes, he will remain banned. He has his own stuff to figure out. Like, listen, he didn't play on Prodigy, but the issues that he have are within the NoPixel ecosystem. But the thing is that I don't see why I would let that happen. Unless something massively changed, there's no reason that we should open that kettle of... there's no reason that we should open that box. There's none at all. I have no comment on it. Like, to be honest, I have a comment that he's not able to play on the server, and that's it. Period. I'm not saying anything about him. I'm not saying anything about anyone. It's just there is no point. Like, there is no benefit to that being the reality. I'm sorry, but that's just the way it is. There is no benefit there. So that's just the way it is. No, the correlation you have to make is that we do not regulate stream content unless it is providing a real and present safety risk to the community. And that is just the stance we have taken. Streamers are going to argue. This shit happens all the time on NoPixel. It happened in Arc on Twitch RP. It happens everywhere. You name a content creator server that didn't have streamer drama, then you didn't play on it. You do not understand the ecosystem. And I apologize if you guys feel that you think that we should do something about it. The reality is that I had to learn a long time ago that if we want to be regulating content creator servers and administrating them, the problem is that you can't do this. You can't get in and tell someone like Summit or Lord Kaman or Moon, right? That's a popular name right now. Moon, or anyone else, what they're saying on their streams. I have no control over that. Like, sorry, I have no control over that. If you think I do, then you are delusional. And that's my honest take on this, guys. Like, you have to look at it practically. Like, I've been at this a very long time. And if you think that I can control what people say and do on their streams, you are incorrect. I just can't do it. Everyone needs to chill out. You need to stop puppeting the people that you're watching when they're upset, and you need to chill. I am not defending any of these streamers or the things that they're doing. Listen, that's the reality of the situation. We can't sit here and be like, hey, you know, oh, what he did was great. What he did was great. What he did was great. I also can't sit down here and say I can do anything about what people have said about each other. People are bringing it to Twitter, to Twitch. That's their problem to deal with. That is not mine. Listen, I work from 9 to 5. Every day of the week I come here and then I try to run the server and make a great product to put down here. The thing that I don't care about or to get in the middle of is two streamers talking about each other on their Twitch streams. That's their business. That's for them to sort out. And I need to be very clear that me taking any side on any of those types of things is a net loss for me. Always. I just don't know what you expect from me. It's like, what do you want me to do? Yes, at this point they're both chilled out and people are still going off. So I'm just saying, on this real estate thing, what I will comment on is the server stuff. For the people getting toxic in my chat like I'm supposed to do something, I'm not the president, I'm not the FBI, I'm not their nanny. Okay? I'm not their mother. I'm not their father. I'm a guy who runs a roleplay server for a company, and that is it. That is their issue. Between them, that is it. None of this happened on the server, it happened about the server. Those are distinctly different things, so that's it.